season here. We want to thank everybody for coming out. Today is a very important day. We have two major announcements. One, a very, very big announcement, and one that's going to be a lot of fun for our fans. When our franchise, whether it's a professional franchise, a junior franchise, reaches 10 years in existence, it's a huge milestone, and it's one that everybody should be proud of. There's been a lot of hard work over the 10 years to get to this point. Our local ownership group 10 years ago, actually looking for right around the 10-year mark when they're building this building, took a huge leap of faith bringing professional hockey to Rapid City. Our four local owners, Scotty Mueller, Luke and Barry Peterson, and Donnie Ward, like I said, took a huge leap of faith, and their main mandate then was the same as it's always been. Let's bring something to Rapid City that enhances the community, gives people stuff to do from September and hopefully to May in the future years, but it's something that we're very, very proud of. Through this ownership's unwavering commitment from day one on helping the staff, helping the hockey operations, making everything available to us, it's a very, very large expenditure on an annual basis, and they have not wavered since day one, and that's something that we're very, very proud of. On the ice, we've had a ton of tradition, and when you get to that 10-year mark, that's when the tradition starts. That's when you can say you've made a great organization, and you want to keep that going. We want a CHL League Championship. We won a Ray Barron's Cup title. We did a lot of great things. We had several all-star hockey players. We made the jump to the ECHL, the premier AA level hockey throughout North America. We established our first NHL affiliation with the Arizona Coyotes. 2017 last year, 2017s in the ECHL, 24 have full affiliations, and we were one that we're very, very lucky to get one. We had our first player that played in Rapid City that started his first pro game here as a Rapid City Rush, and 12 months later played in the National Hockey League. A lot of our players are tremendous young men. They come here with the dream of getting to the next level and getting to the NHL, and that's something that us as an organization on the business side of things, we have to make sure that these players get branded in our community, on the ice, off the ice, so that our people can understand what we did from the first 6 years to make these guys household names, and that's something that we're going to work very hard on. The mark of the organization, I think I speak for the ownership group and everybody in Rapid City Rush organization that we're most proud of, is what these young men and everybody has done off the ice. In our 9 years of existence, 9 short years, we're the top 5 in any pro hockey team at the minor league level to raise over $700,000 through our foundation, and all that money has stayed local through the dedication of our season ticket holders, our corporate partners, and everybody in the community that helped make that happen. That's something we're very, very proud of. Getting to why we're all here today, we have a very, very important announcement that I know our fans and everybody in the community is waiting to hear, and very, very excited when that happens. At this time, Scotty Mueller representing our ownership group, and Craig Baltzer, the general manager of the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center, I'm asking them to come up and make the formal announcement.
Welcome everybody, I'm glad everybody's here. You know, first of all, I want to say that 10 years, wow. You know, 10 years is when you start that, remember when you saw that, remember when that happened. I've only been here for 2.5 years. I look forward to my remember whens, because we just committed to an agreement with the Rush for an additional 10 years. This is very exciting for us. This building was built for hockey. It's a beautiful hockey building. Our commitment to the Rush is there. The Rush's commitment to Rapid City, this community, the city, and the Civic Center is there. We're committing to another 10 years. So thank you for coming out today. I want Scott to say a few words.
Thank you folks for all coming out today. Craig's right, it's exciting for 10 years. For me it's been about 14 actually, because it took 4 years to get the building built, get the team going. So we've got a lot of heart and soul into this. When Craig came here 2.5 years ago, I wasn't sure what to expect, because we've been working with Brian Maliski for 6.5 years. And Craig's taken it over, and it's been a great relationship ever since, and we expect another 10 years out of that. So just want to say thank you all for coming today, and we're looking forward to it.
Just come over and celebrate.
our second announcement today. Obviously, this first one was quite a heavy hitter to lead into this next one that's a little more lighthearted. So at this time, I'm going to turn the microphone over to the Assistant General Manager, Brandon Schumacher, and he'll go into exactly what these posters are all about.
Well, thank you for coming out. We're excited for our 10th year anniversary. What these posters are about are some examples of logos that we have right now going into year 10. So what the plan is to vote on a logo picked by our fans and go with that into our 10th season. But on top of that, we want to get submissions from our fans. So we have a timeline starting May 1st through May 22nd. You can submit your 10th year anniversary logos to the Rush office. Call into the Rush, stop by the Rush office and submit those. And then starting the 22nd of May, we will start voting on those. And we'll pick the top 2 logos to go into year 10. Voting will start May 22nd and run through June 5th. And then we will unveil the new 2 logos the end of June. Thank you.
One other thing with the commemorative 10-year logo, we're going to have a commemorative logo at center ice with CHL, with their Reebok CCM. We will have a logo that's on the both home and away jersey, and then we'll have a third jersey representing next year. Like I said earlier here, the commitment that these gentlemen behind us have given us for 9 solid years has been unwavering, and we want to thank them as an organization for bringing hockey to Rapid City and bringing hockey for a lot more years. Commitment we have with Craig and Jane Kramer, everybody from the Civic Center. Working relationship has been fantastic, and it's just going to get better. And Rapid City is on the hockey market, and put our stamp on the hockey market from Rapid City, South Dakota, and that's going to continue. So thank you very much for everybody coming out today. And if you want to do one-on-ones with the ownership group, myself and Craig, we'll do that at this time. Thank you very much.